Hi guys, in today's video we'll take a closer look at perhaps the most famous bow out there, yew. Specifically, I'm gonna discuss here an European yew, as I have the experience only with this species. In the video, we'll verify its bow making value, but also we'll look at potential challenges it has to offer. Let's get into it. Yew was known of its potential since ancient times. It was commonly used not only for making bows, but also for other crafts. In the Middle Ages in Europe, it became so widely used that in some areas it has almost extinct. In my homeland, in Poland, it has been legally protected already in 14th century. Right now, it's mainly growing here as a garden plant, almost no use out there in the wild. Therefore, no matter where you live, learn about local regulations and don't harvest this tree unethically, illegally or purposelessly. Yew is a coniferous plant, which depending on local conditions, grows in the shrubby form or as a small tree. It doesn't get very big and often develops full of character wood. What is characteristic of it? The yew grows especially slowly. It's known of the longevity, and it can reach over 100 growth rings per inch of wood. The denser this material is, the more it's being appreciated by bow makers. From my experience I can tell that material coming from fast growing specimens for sure isn't as good as the one from growing slowly. What has to be emphasized here is the toxicity of the yew. Many parts of this plant are toxic, including wood. Therefore, working with it, the use of protection measures like gloves and anti-dust masks is required. It's good to work in an airy place, preferably outdoors. Contained toxins can be really harmful, so this danger shouldn't be ignored. Yew develops hardwood and sapwood. So, what makes yew wood so precious and desired? It shows exceptional flexibility, being at the same time very strong and hard. What's more, it's durable, being resistant either to decay and insects' attacks. But what's the most important from the bowier's point of view are its abilities to deal with both tension and compression. These forces acting on a working bow have to be handled well by the material in order to keep the bow durable and efficient. The yew sapwood, being used for the back of the bow, can deal with tension very well, whereas the compression-resistant hardwood is being used for the belly. Such a combination results in a natural laminate, with both wood layers working excellent together. However, it requires quite a bit of skills to build it that way. What's worth mentioning, the hardwood by itself can be used for making bows too, although it don't perform as good as it could with the sapwood on the back. Yew wood is suitable for all designs, even for these drawing over 100 pounds. It can be bent easily with the use of heat. Moreover, the yew wood is perhaps one of the best lookers out there, with reddish hardwood and creamy sapwood. The grain pattern on the finished bow is just mesmerizing, especially on the bows built from both hardwood and sapwood. The contrast between these is clear and distinct. What makes yew bows breathtaking one-of-a-kind pieces is the character of the wood. It's manifested in grain waviness, trunk shape, but mainly in knots, which are especially numerous when it comes to the species discussed today. On the other hand, this character can be a tough nut to crack for a bowyer. Countless knots spotted in the yew wood usually aren't dangerous, but for sure make the build challenging. The yew wood is fairly easy to process with hand tools, what's either positive and a curse. It makes the risk of removing too much material or just ruining the project with a single wrong move very easy. Therefore, surely I wouldn't recommend it to the beginning bowyers. The character of the wood makes thicker logs tough to split into staves properly too. The another aspect I'd like to emphasize is already mentioned earlier, wood availability. In many areas the yew wood is tough to find and expensive material. Proper staves for bow making often cost hundreds of dollars apiece. Yew wood is more often available in form of branches or thin saplings, which potential isn't that big as thicker pieces. Yew bows were proven to be sweet shooters since ancient times. They perform great and are resistant to taking any set due to excellent material properties. But compared to other great woods, they can be easier physically damaged, what can make a difference in the field. Moreover, the negative impact of very low temperatures have been reported by some bowyers. In a frosty weather, yew bows are claimed to break. Despite a few disadvantages of yew bows and some challenges which the material comes with, still we can call it one of the kings of bowwoods. In my opinion, both with Osage Orange, these are unbeatable. Nevertheless, yew isn't the greatest choice for beginners, as it requires a bit of experience. For aspiring bowyers, I'd rather recommend more common woods like hazel, maple, or hickory. So that's all for today, guys. Let me know if you'd like to see similar videos for other species. For more bow building instructions, check out my ebooks, link below. Thank you for watching, all the best.